Hey everyone, this is Kimmy from the Thrifter Sisters. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. I am going to do a Poshmark sold video today to show you what has been selling in my shop. So first, let me just say that, were you guys aware that Poshmark had changed their algorithms a few months ago? And if you weren't aware, I'm kind of surprised because there was such an uproar in all of my supporting groups that talk about Poshmark and Poshmark resellers and that kind of thing. So at that time, Poshmark had decided to change the way that their search was going. So, you know, if someone had been looking for Levi's jeans, they changed the way that the search comes up and how the items pull up for that search and what comes up, if that makes sense. In a lot of my groups, there was a big uproar. A lot of people said that they were not finding the items that they wanted to shop for, which of course is really important. And then also a lot of people were saying that their sales dropped. Now, if you've never watched our page, we're the Thrifter Sisters. There's 3 of us, and all 3 of us sell on Poshmark. And we all felt like our sales dropped. Now, could there be other things? Of course there could be other things. I do believe a good portion of it was through summer, which summer always seems to be slower for me. Could there be other things that were happening? Maybe I wasn't listing enough, or, you know, summer's always busy. So there could be other contributing factors. So I'm not, completely blaming that. But all 3 of us did say that we thought, we thought that the Poshmark sales had went down. So about mom hair don't care. About a week or 2 ago, they announced again that they actually went back on their changes to the old way that the search engine, the algorithms that Poshmark had for searching items and how they pull up. And, a lot of people were just saying that, one, the items that they were searching for weren't actually coming up in the search, which of course is frustrating for both the consumer, the purchaser, the buyer, and the seller, because if you have a specific item, you want people to find it, find that specific item. If you have Levi's jeans and all of a sudden, men's Carhartt boots come up, that doesn't seem like a user-friendly or consumer-friendly way of things coming up. So did y'all hear about that? Did you hear about the switching in the Poshmark? How they did the search engines and the algorithms for Poshmark? Check in with me. Let me know. Did you notice any change in your Poshmark sales? Did you know all this was going on? For us 3, we did say we thought there was a drop in sales, and we did think it made a difference. So a couple weeks ago, they went back on the way that they were doing search, and all my sisters and I, all 3 of us, thought it helped. Honestly, my sales in Poshmark have picked up quite a bit, and I'm going to show you some of them here of what I've been selling, so you guys can kind of see what's going on in my closet and what's getting a little bit of, those bills paid. So, but definitely check in and let me know if you've seen any difference in your sales. But my sisters and I have. So I'm about to show you what has been selling on Poshmark since they kind of reinvigorated their search right now. So here we go. I have pulled up, you can see here at the top, I've pulled up quite a few of my sales in the last couple weeks since those changes have happened. And I'm just going to show you what I got here. So this first is a men's Eddie Bauer, which I know not everyone always picks up, but this was a nice size, XLT. It was the newer tag right here, and it was really nice blue plaid flannel, which of course is really in season right now. So I sold this on Poshmark for $24 plus shipping. This next, I found this a while ago, but I felt like it was super cute. The brand is just Love Tree, which is a good brand, but it's not, it's no Chanel. But this is a super cute, like Teddy style vest, perfect for the time frame right now. We're just getting to fall and winter, and those things have definitely been selling for me. So this sold for $20 plus shipping. It's hooded, it had pockets, super cute, nice neutral color here, and I thought that was good. So this next one, you can see the theme here already with the first couple sales is another pullover sweater. This is a Sherpa. The brand is Dylan, which I've only found a couple times. It has this Los Angeles underneath it. This is that really fuzzy kind of Sherpa pullover sweater. It was a size small. I found it a while ago again, but I made sure I was getting all my sweatshirts up on time. This sold for $34 plus shipping, so that is an excellent sale. Here you go again, another sweater type item, a fall winter item. This is LL Bean. It was a vintage. Here's the tag. It's a women's oversized fleece. You could see here it says made in the USA. It was kind of a rusty orange, which is perfect for fall. Right now it had these big pockets and just a really nice oversized shacket here. And that sold for $30. And I thought that was, a solid price for that. This is, not something everyone would pick up. This is a men's, but it was a bigger size. It's 4XLT. Of course, the T stands for tall. It's just a button up. But, sometimes take a second look at some of these bigger men's sizes. If it's in really good shape, you just might be surprised. This sold for $20 plus shipping. Here we go again with another perfect fall winter item. This is the brand Redhead, which is like kind of similar to what you would find at maybe like a Cabela's or some type of fishing store. It has this little duck on it. But this is a really nice darker red flannel button-down shirt. Again, the fall winter items. But this sold also for $20 plus shipping. I've told you guys about this brand before. I loved this jacket. This is Quaker Factory. I've talked about them before. I like picking up their pieces because they are unique. Look at this detail, this embroidery detail. There's a butterfly and some flowers on the sleeves. I accepted an offer on this for $41. Quaker Factory usually does pretty well for me. And they're just kind of unique pieces, and I think that's why there is like a following there. So if you see Quaker Factory and it's, I say in general over my years of selling online, anything that has like a really bold print like that or is really unique is something worth maybe taking a second look at. So this is just Gap. Gap jeans, fall, winter. People are looking for jeans. You can see here I always put the measurements in. Which of course is up to you guys and to, each reseller what they want to do. But this is just Gap. Premium, size 12, which is a good size. Bootcut jeans, and they sold for $21. They were a darker wash and in really good shape. So I definitely, I definitely have friends who really love Gap. So it's worth looking at. This here is J. Jill. I love J. Jill. I do well with J. Jill. This was a more unique piece, and it was plus size. It's brand new. So lots of, I always talk about indications of why you might want to pick things up. I do like positives and then like negatives. Oops, there's my hand there. If I find an item like this, what's the positives? It's new with tags. It's kind of got that lag and look feel to it, and it's a plus size. So those were all positives as to why I picked it up. And there's the tag, and it still had the buttons and stuff. J. Jill right here, and it sold for $41. So that's another excellent sale. This, if you don't know, we're all from Wisconsin, so this is a kind of a more unique Packers jersey of a player that actually does not play anymore, Clay Matthews, number 52. But, jerseys, I'm not an expert on, but I got $27 for this one, and that is pretty good. And obviously, it's not like your typical jersey. It's a little bit different. This here, Brooks Brothers, another men's brand that I like to pick up. You can see here, I've talked about this. If y'all haven't seen my sweater video, I talk about certain things that make me, you know, double look at an item. And one of them is when they say Italian yarn, okay? Brooks Brothers is a more quality brand. I don't always pick it up, but this is 100% merino wool. And so that's why I picked it up. It was a men's size large, and I sold it for $29. So again, a good pickup there. Another sweater, warm item. You know, in my sweater video, I recommended everyone be getting their sweaters up for sale in August. You know, it's 90 degrees, but once it turns September, people are thinking about sweaters and warmer stuff. So this is a pair of Duluth Trading women's. These are women's pants, size 16, dark wash, boot cut. You know, a couple of these jeans aren't what some other YouTubers, you know, or resellers would say to pick up, because really a lot of what's trendy right now is more of a skinny or straight leg and a high waist. So these kind of go against the grain a little bit. This is Duluth Trading, which is a more rugged brand. They are dark wash, mid-rise, boot cut jeans. And I sold them for $24 and plus shipping. So, you know, I'd just like to show things that maybe other people aren't always showing. You could still make a buck if you don't find, you know, the exact trendiest, most perfect item ever. Because, hey, you know what? I still wear boot cut jeans, and I like Duluth Trading. So there's still consumers out there that like those things. I loved this. And I love Soma. It's a more of a pajama comfy wear brand. And Soma a lot of times is very soft. You can see here this has modal in the blend there, which is usually a sign that it might be a softer, smoother material. This was just a two-piece PJ set. Look at how cute this is. This Paris you know, theme here. I picked this up for $1 and I sold it for $21. So that's a good turnaround, and it's a cute little set. Here's another J. Jill. I did find the stock photo, which Poshmark does allow most of the time. Size 4, you know, this is more of an in style, like a trendy style that's going on right now because it's the slim ankle jean, and I sold those for $24. Here's your J. Jill. This is a newer J. Jill tag. This here I wanted to show. I was kind of surprised. You can see the date was September. That's, you know, about 3 weeks ago. And it was two wool skirts. So although I don't always pick up skirts, this is an important reminder that when you have similar items in your store, I have 1,200 items in my store, plus or minus, depending on the day. You know, she picked up 2 items that were similar in style, wool, you know, skirts in the same size, and she bundled them up, and I accepted her offer. You can see here my earnings after fees and everything was $24.33. So that's what I actually take home. And another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, this is a size 18W women's Land's End pants. I noticed in August again that corduroy pants were really becoming more popular in like my feeds and what people were asking questions about. I definitely think corduroy is more of a fall winter material, similar to linen being kind of a spring summer travel material. You can see it says here mid-rise, straight corduroy. It's this beautiful red color, Land's End. You can see the corduroy here. So the reasons why I picked up this, Land's End is a great brand and is kind of trending right now. The corduroy, the darker red color for fall and winter. And of course it was an 18W, which this is not. If y'all can see this, that's just my screen, my old laptop. There's not actually a line there. But so I thought this was also a really good pickup. Again, I try to put the measurements in there so people can see. Nothing fancy. I'm not super fancy. but enough for people to kind of see what they're looking at. So those were some of the items that I've sold in the last few weeks, and that I wanted to kind of point out what, was selling for me and why. I'm back. It's just easy to kind of do it that way for you guys to see quickly what the pictures are and kind of some of the details. I hope you guys got something out of that. I tried to put in my input as someone who's been reselling online for 10 years, why I picked up some of those items and why I thought that they would sell. Like I said, when I pick up things, when I'm looking at items that I think other people might value, I kind of plus and minus the positives and the negatives of the item. Is it a good brand? Is it a good style? Is it in season? All of these things that we should take into consideration when we're picking up items. And if you're new here, or if you're not, I mean, you've been here with us. Thank you. You'll know that like a lot of what I sell is not, it's not, Free People, Gucci, and Versace. My bread and butter, my $20 to $30 sales are kind of things that anybody could really find at a garage sale or even, someone selling on Marketplace or whatever. So for me, that's kind of my gig, and that's, what I kind of focus on. And I think that anybody with the right, the right hustle, the heart to hustle, can be successful reselling. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to find Versace or Gucci. If you do, hey, good for you. But, out in the woods here in Wisconsin, we don't find that very often. So those are some of my items that I sold. And like I said, those are a lot of my bread and butter. So anybody can bring in some money for their family just by selling just at mid, I'm not selling Walmart, y'all, but I don't think I've ever seen Gucci, and if I have, I probably wouldn't know what it was. Okay, that's kind of embarrassing. But I'm in LL Bean today. That's cute. In my sweatshirt again. Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in. Consider liking and subscribing for me or commenting below. Get those algorithms going. I hope you learned something. And check in. Let me know. I always love hearing from you guys. You guys know that. So I hope you will kind of comment and check in. How are your sales? Is Q4 going good? I hope so. We got Christmas presents to buy here in a couple months, so we got to make that money. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.